Hey guys, so we've been doing some 1 and 2 step equations and inequalities. We're going to kind of build on the equations and we're going to start making some equations with triangles. So we're going to take a few notes, we're going to do some examples, copy this down on your page that you have. Okay, so the first thing we need to know, the sum of all triangles is 180 degrees. Okay, so every single angle in a triangle is going to add up to be 180. So that means, for example, if A is 30 degrees, say B is 50 degrees, and we don't know C, it's still going to equal 180. So we need to find what C is. A lot of the times when we need to combine like terms, you can put a circle around just the numbers and put a triangle around any variable you see. So what that means is circles can only combine with circles, triangles can only combine with triangles. So in this case, I can combine 30 and 50. So 30 plus 50 is going to give me 80 plus C equals 180 degrees. So now I've got one last step. I've got 80, I've got my C, I've got 180. So now I need to get rid of this extra. I'm trying to figure out what C is. What could that angle be? So I subtract 80 from both sides of your equal sign. Those cancel out. So then C is going to be 100 degrees. So altogether, if A is 30, B is 50, C is 100 degrees, they're going to add up to be 180. Okay, look at the second part. The sum of a quadrilateral, so that's a shape with 4 sides, is always going to add up to be 360 degrees. So basically, if you put 2 triangles together, it would make a square or a rectangle, some quadrilateral, a 4-sided shape. So A plus B plus C plus D will give you 360 degrees. Then a right angle is equal to 90 degrees. So anytime you see this little box, it's going to mean that it's 90 degrees. Okay, scooch on over to these examples. So example 1, and these are from STAR Test, guys. So the angle measures of a triangle are shown in the diagram. So we just talked about how the angle measures of a triangle add up to be 180 degrees. So our 3 angles, we've got 50 degrees, 2x, and 3x minus 10. So go ahead and write that equation. We've got 50 plus 2x plus 3x minus 10 needs to equal 180 degrees. So just to help you guys out, put a circle around all of your plain old numbers and put a triangle around all of your numbers that have variables attached, including the sign in front if you can. So now I can only combine circles with circles, triangles with triangles. So let's combine our triangles first, these variables. 2x plus 3x is going to give me 5x. Then I've got 50 minus 10. It's going to be a positive 40, so I'll put plus 40 equals 180 degrees. Okay, if it helps you to do triangle circle again, please do it. So now I need to get rid of my extra. I've got plus 40, so I need to do the opposite to get rid of it, so subtract 40. These guys cancel out. So I'm left with 5x equals 140 degrees. And then the third and final step, I want to get this guy by himself. So I'm going to divide by 5, divide by 5. So then I've got 140 divided by 5 just to check. 5 goes into 14. 2 times minus 10. Bring down your 4, bring down your 0. 5 will go into 40. 8 times, is that an answer choice? Heck yes. It's going to be J. So what that means is x equals 28 degrees. So that's your missing piece in those angles. Okay, so try example 2. It doesn't say, but we know that this whole thing together, all 3 of these angles need to equal 180 degrees. So let's put this in an equation. 180 degrees, we've got x, so we don't know, plus 38, plus x plus 2. Same thing. You can put a triangle around every variable you see and circle every plain old number. So combine these triangles. We've got 1x. Remember, if you have a variable by itself, you can always put an imaginary 1 in front of it if that helps. So if I've got 1x plus 1x, I can combine that to be 2x. And I've got 38 plus 2. So 38 plus 2 is 40, equals 180 degrees. Okay, same thing. Need to get rid of my extra. It's a plus sign, so I'm going to do the opposite, subtract. Those will cancel out. So bring down your 2x equals 180 minus 40. 140. Now my last step. I want to get this by itself. So divide by 2. Divide by 2. So 140 divided by 2. 2 can go into 14 7 times. 0, bring down your 0. 2 can go into 0. 0 times. So x equals 70 degrees.